Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos issues 2 royal decrees. 10 offices are established to promote Sultanate tourism in 21 countries. And the Sultan wins the prize of humanitarian aid of the GCC countries. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has issued 2 royal decrees. Royal Decree number 32 of 2014, deciding public benefit status for the project of construction link road between Batna Expressway and the existing Al-Batina Road. Article 1 considers the project of constructing link roads between Batna Expressway and the existing Al-Batina Road specified in the attached memorandum and overall site plan as public benefit project. Article 2 authorizes competent authorities to expropriate through direct implementation of real estates and lands necessary for the project and establishments on it in accordance with the provisions of the Public Benefit Expropriation Law. Article 3, this decree shall be published in the Official Gazette and shall come into effect from its date of issue. Royal Decree number 33 of 2014 approves the agreement of international transportation on roads between the government of the Sultanate of Oman and the government of Kingdom of Jordan. Article 1 approves the agreement, which was signed in Muscat on the 3rd of November 2013 in accordance with the attached wording. Article 2, competent authorities shall deposit the document of the agreement approval in accordance with its provisions. Article 3, this decree shall be published in the Official Gazette and shall come into effect from its date of issue. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent cable of greetings to His Excellency President Dr. Olafur Ragnar Grimsson of Iceland on his country's National Day. His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud Al-Sinaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry, shall tomorrow meet with businessmen and owners of companies importing consumer goods, as well as with the main distributors and importers of other materials in the Sultanate to explain the government decisions that was issued recently pertaining to specifying goods lists that subjected to follow-up of the Public Authority of Consumer Protection. The Ministry of Tourism announced that 10 representative offices are established to promote the Sultanate in 21 countries such as United States, Japan and China. The ministry clarified that the aim is to be acquainted with the Sultan's tourism potentials as first-class touristic attraction destination. The offices will distribute at all continents of the world, targeting most touristic markets. The ministry currently conducts general strategic study to enter new markets based on a number of indications which reflected tourist growth from these countries. Early stage of Islam, since the 1st century until the 3rd century of Hijrah, was the prominent discussions topped the Jurisprudence Ibadi Study Conference, which is open today in Cambridge University in the United Kingdom. A number of intellectuals and historians from various countries present lectures in the conference, which also discuss the formation of Ibadi communities and scholars by the 2nd century, in addition to the historical Ibadi sources and scientific Western contributions in restructuring the Ibadi history. Still to come in our news bulletin, a rare bed race was held last Saturday in the county of Yorkshire in northern England.
تجوال عمان للخيول 2014 الخميس بعد أخبار 10 مساء، ويعاد الجمعة بعد أخبار 2 ظهرا.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Council of Sultan Qaboos University, SQU, approved academic promotion of 2014 with some amendments to develop performance and work of the university academic cadres. It also came to keep up with administrative, financial, executive and legislative changes in various aspects and to establish means of developing and updating the scientific, practical, administrative and financial performance. The university hosted during the last period an international team to review the promotion regulation in its convenience to international regulations, current situation and future approach. It was presided over by Her Excellency Dr. Rawiya bint Saud Al Busaidiyya, Minister of Higher Education and Chairperson of Sultan Qaboos University Council. The Sultanate, represented by the Ministry of Social Development, won Humanitarian Aid Prize of Gulf Cooperation Council countries GCC in its third round of Sultan Qaboos Award for voluntary work. The Humanitarian Aid Prize of GCC countries is presented to the pioneered governmental human projects in the GCC countries. It also highlighted the Gulf voluntary projects and its role in contribution in these societies to increase links among citizens of GCC countries through communication and cooperation to serve people in different world countries. The latest reports by companies specialized in real estate consultation show that Sultanate attracts local and foreign capital in real estate sector, and that was due to an increased demand on owning and renting in Muscat. The Sultanate enjoys a great economic and investment atmosphere. In addition to the geographical locations, all those factors contribute in attracting investors as the market is capable to accommodate more housing projects. Muscat Securities Market General Index added 18.69 points, comprising a rise of 0.27% to close at 6914 points with a trading value of 5.14 million Omani Riyals. The report released by MSM pointed out that the market value rose by 0.18% to reach about 14.59 billion Omani Riyals. The value of shares bought by non-Omani investors reached 706,000 Riyals, and the value of shares sold by non-Omani investors reached 889,000 Riyals. The net non-Omani investment declined by 3.56% to 183,000 Omani Riyals. And before we end this bulletin, different news. The 49th Great Knaresborough Bed Race, held in the county of Yorkshire in the north of England, was run on Saturday. The event is part fancy dress pageant and part grueling time trial over 3.9 kilometers course, ending with a swim through the icy waters of the River Nid. First staged in 1966, the bed race has spawned other similar events in the USA, Germany, New Zealand and elsewhere in the UK. Competitors then passed through the dramatic Nido Gorge, up the steep castle ings around the cobbed stones of the marketplace, down the High Street and Bond End and across High Bridge. This year the overall winners were the Harrogate Harriers, but there didn't seem to be any losers on a day which appeared to be greatly enjoyed by all who took part and watched. And now for the general weather forecast. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be in southerly to southwesterly moderate along the southeastern coast, while it will be northwesterly light to moderate along the rest of the Sultanate. Seas along the coastal areas overlooking the Arabian Sea will be rough with a maximum wave height of 3.5 meters. Rest of the Sultanate's coast will be slide with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultan of Oman Television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos issues 2 royal decrees. 10 offices are established to promote Sultan's tourism in 21 countries. And the Sultan wins the prize of humanitarian aid of the GCC countries. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the studios and the newsroom, thanks for watching. Good night.